pretty interesting conversation last night over on Moto Twitter. This tweet is by Joshua Anderson. He says, so in Kiefer's latest pod, he said he spent roughly $10,000 from qualifying, regional, and Loretta Lynns championship. He got second along with the whole shot, so $1,000 to help with the costs. But how do regular people afford this? I replied and said debt, sacrificing other things, and begging for help. But let's see what some of the other people said, because it's all over the place. The border asylum official said camping fee for the week's $500. The reason I had to cut my racing career short was because of how absurdly expensive it was to try to make it, and this was in '08. 6 hours to Bud's qualifier, $1,500. 7 hours to Dilla a month later, $1,500. I've definitely done that stuff before, and he is not lying. Somehow riding is more expensive than boat operation. Kirk343 says agree 100% on the ridiculous cost. $800 for a golf cart for the week. I understand the Coombs are doing it for a living. They need to make money. They charge $50 a class to race plus $20 a person to get through the gate at their local races. This person says, in fairness to Chris Kiefer, for the most part, he is a regular person. His family get help for some gear and parts, but he also has to use that sponsorship to pay his actual household bills, and that's how he earns his living, as well as why we're working full time. Dan says that 65% of the people can't actually afford it. People are using debt to finance their lifestyle, and it's going to catch up with them. I agree with that too. Eric says it's a choice to race. Regular people don't need to go. I'm not sure what he means by regular people. I guess people that aren't swimming in dollar bills. Bentley says they can't. The sport has priced out many. I follow this lady on TikTok. She has 2 boys racing 65 and Super Mini. Their budget is $80K a year. What? You can't see this guy's name, but his name is Anti-Libtards, and this was my favorite here. There are no regular people in moto, especially at Loretta Lynns. It is the best of the best, and if you are good enough, you'll be able to scrape together the resources to physically get there. The vast majority cannot get there because they are not good enough. That is a load of bullcrap. Yes, that is the case with the top 10, top 15 guys. There are tons of regular people at Loretta Lynns that are good moto riders and are not getting help with resources. We need regular people in moto, not just the richest of the rich and the bestest of the best. It's a rich man's sport. Racers without rich parents beg, borrow, steal, or sell drugs. Absolutely right. If you made it to Loretta's, odds are you're getting help with finances. Yeah, maybe a little bit, especially if you're one of the top tier people, but you're probably not getting enough help to even put a big dent in what the cost of that trip is, guys. It's probably why Americans are trillions of dollars in debt. Just pass the debt down to your kids, man. That's the new American way. Absolutely. We just hit $1 trillion in credit card debt in the USA for the first time ever. And then lastly, Dr. Hugh Janis, MD. All that money everywhere. It goes everywhere but to the racers who put their life on the line. It's so messed up. Can't argue with that either, man. What do you guys think?